Kevin McCarthy from Washington, D.C. Well, first of all, congratulations to you.
Well, thank you.
There's a line that I want to bring up to you. It's not the years, it's the mileage.
Yes.
And it's a great line from Raiders, and I wondered now, looking back at the scope of your career.
It's a lie.
Yeah, but it is a great line, though. But
Well, it's a good line, but it's a lie.
But what does it mean to you, though?
It is the years.
Yeah, it is the years. So what does
And
that
that's
mean?
one of the things I wanted to bring to the audience, was to see this character at this age.
Yeah.
We've seen him start in his early 40s, and we've carried on with 4 films. Now we get a chance to see him in a condition at a stage of his life that is different to the what we've seen in the previous 4 films. I've always felt, as we decided to do another film in the series, that we were obliged to introduce more information about the character, something new about the character, because I wanted I wanted all films that I do to be what we call character-driven, which means that we're not doing something for the sake of itself, but there is a reason for everything that we do in the movie. And it is to tell the story of the character in this space, in this particular space. But the character is really important. The character is what's changed here. The character has suffered the life that he's lived. And we find him, we have a very interesting part at the beginning, when the first 20 minutes of the film or so, I'm 40 years old. But it's a very interesting technology that they've used to create the visual of me being 40 years old. They have been able, because it's Lucasfilm and they have 40 years of film on me, they're able to go through all of that film with artificial intelligence. Oh, we got it there, AI. and pick out just the right light, just the right angle, blah, blah, blah. But it's my face. It's not photoshopped or anything. That's my 40-year-old face. Now, the reason that we want that thing is to remind people that we know what an Indiana Jones movie is, because we're about to take them to 1969, when the world is not black and white anymore, when there are men on the moon, when Indiana Jones is retiring from his academic career, completely numbed out by students that just could care less. A world that could care less about people that think about the past, because they're going to the future.
Right.
So he's a man, he's a fish out of water. And then we introduce the character that Phoebe Waller-Bridge plays, which is an incitement to violence, you know? Yeah. She's bent on a secret mission. And he is the beneficiary of that experience. And it's just the whole dramatic shape of the film depends on seeing and believing that Indiana Jones is a much older man.
Yeah. When we spoke for 1923, you told me a great story about how you brought your own hat to set and snuck it into the set for Taylor Sheridan, and you were able to actually wear your own hat. Right behind you is obviously one of the most iconic hats in movie history. But I want to talk to you about it from a character perspective, because I find Indy to be really fascinating, because his vulnerabilities really shine when he figures out that Marion's still alive, or he goes, Dad, when you're tied to Sean Connery in Last Crusade. But character is a really interesting thing, and I want to know what the hat gave you when you first dealt with it in Raiders, and then trying it on
Particularity.
Okay.
Particularity. It was a particular hat, combined with a particular jacket, combined with a whip, combined with whatever else there was, to bring together aspects of personality which we can call a character. But a character is there to tell a story.
Yeah.
And the story, the knit between character and story, is an alloy that makes each element stronger.
Yeah. And last thing, the John Williams score is one of the greatest themes of all time.
That's the glue that holds everything together, that buoys everything up.
Remember the first time you heard it and what it means to you now, all these years later, to hear it again set to your performance?
Yeah, I don't remember the first time I heard it, but I remember every damn time I do hear it. The music follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Well, it's one of the greatest themes of all time. Thank you
is.
for this time.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, and I also love you in Age of Adeline. I think it's one of your best films that you've ever made, and I hope you know that
Sweet,
that
thank
film's
you very
incredible.
much. All right.
Congratulations to you. This has been
Thank
an
you.
honor.
Appreciate it.